Welcome to week 6, everybody. This is our second to last week, so we just have 2 weeks left. So let's see what we're doing this week. Well, the first thing we need to talk about is you have a test this week. This test will be on Monday. It will be due by 8 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, and once that 8 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday happens, then you will not have access to the test any longer. So you have to take it on Monday. It's 2 hours, so once you start, you have 2 hours to finish the test. So you're going to make sure that everything is perfect, that you have a nice quiet spot, that no one's going to bother you for 2 hours, and that you can focus on the test for those 2 hours. This is a longer test, so you will probably use the entire time. So make sure you budget your time and that you have a nice quiet spot to finish this. And this is your second to last test, Analyzing Text Structure. We will be going over the practice test on Monday's class. So make sure you have that done so we can go over it and you will be ready for the exam. Okay, so that's your very first thing, is to be ready for the test on Monday. Here are your assignments for Monday. On Monday you have a voice thread because we are going to be beginning our last unit of the session, the summer session here. So you'll have a voice thread that introduces you to reading the invisible, introducing inference. Make sure you have your notebook ready, and so you can take good notes as you go through this voice thread. You will need your notebook for that. Also on Monday, you will have a study read, your very last study read for the semester. You're going to be study reading chapter 7 in our textbook. So that will be our last study read. And then, of course, you will also have your last section of our book. You'll finish up the book this week, and you'll have your very last discussion. So that is what you're going to be doing on Monday. Tuesday, oh, whoops, I forgot something on Monday. On Monday, you'll also have access to this poetry packet right here. This poetry packet we will be going over a week from Monday. So the next week during class we will be going over this poetry packet. So it's not due, like you're not going to hand it in, but you will be coming to class prepared. So we will be discussing the poetry packet during class. So that is where you will get credit for that assignment. All right? So that you'll have access to it on Monday, and you'll have a whole week to get that done. All right, so now we can go to Tuesday. On Tuesday, there's going to be a little bit different procedure for your video. So there is a video on Tuesday, and you do have a text that goes along with the video. So this is going to be a draft reading. And the draft reading is you're going to need to, it would work best if you printed out the text, Salvador Later Early. And that is linked in your module in content on D2L. So that would work best. And it would work best if you had some Post-it notes. Because what you're going to do is you're going to be covering up parts of the text and you're going to be reading it in chunks. And so it's going to be difficult to do if you can't print it. It's not going to be impossible, but it is going to be difficult and you're going to have to kind of improvise. So if you can print it, that would be a good idea. But you do not have to read it before you watch the video. In fact, I don't want you to read it before you watch the video. the video is going to walk you through this reading. So all you have to do is print it, have some post-it notes available to you, have a pencil, and then the video will take you through this assignment here. Okay, so that's Salvador Later Early. You're also going to have some practice quizzes, review tests 2 and 3 for chapter 7, and that's in quizzes, and that's linked on in your module as well. And then you have a responsive reading, and you're going to be reading Julia Burney. And this is Julia Burney right here. She is the police officer, and she is right here, and she is right here. So you're going to read all about her. It is one of my very favorite stories. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so that's Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, you are going to have 2 more things to do. The first thing I would like you to do, and I know this is sort of out of order in the slide, I want you to do early autumn first. And then now we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled procedure. You're going to read and annotate early autumn for inference. Okay, and once you do that other video, Salvador Later Early, that'll help. Okay, that will give you some scaffolding so you know how to annotate for inference. So you're going to annotate early autumn for inference. This is in your textbook. It's on page 297 and 298. I also linked it, so there is an electronic copy in content as well. But you're going to read it first, and then you're going to go ahead and watch the video, and you're going to take notes and notice where your thinking and my thinking do not align. So that is that's how we usually do it. So right back to you doing it first and then watching the video. And remember, I can't make you do it in that order, and I know that. But if you aren't doing it on your own first, that might be why you're confused. Because doing it first and trying it helps you understand what you're not understanding. So that means you learn how to do it. If you just watch the video, you don't know what you don't know then. It just seems easy because I know what I'm doing, right? So make sure that you are doing all of the steps, because otherwise that is just detrimental to your own learning. So go ahead, read it, annotate for inference, and then watch the video. The other thing that you're going to be doing is another voice thread. And this voice thread is on figurative language. So it's going to introduce you to figurative language. It's going to go over kind of a little lecture on what the different types of figurative language are, what they are. And then there is an essay that you will be doing some work trying to pull out figurative language in that essay in this voice thread. And the essay is called The Bike by Gary Soto. So you're going to be doing some practicing there. Okay, so that is Wednesday. So we can go to Thursday. And Thursday, the only thing you have to do is the practice test. So the practice test for our final exam, which will be the next week, you will be doing that. So that's all posted for you in content. And of course, you know by now that you need to do the practice test. Bring it to our Monday class, and I will help you. If you do it and you understand what you're having trouble with, it really helps me help you. Because if you go, I just really don't understand this, I will do it with you guys and I will show you. But you really have to have done the work in order to have those good questions. All right, and then our last day, of course, is Friday, and you know the drill. You just have to reply to your group group mates, the people that are in your book club group, on their posts, on their letters. So, and this is your last week to do that too, because you'll be finished with the book. So this is your last chance to reply to your group. And then that is it. I will see you in the next presentation.